Coming on. What's it? Right. Hopefully we are live. We are live. Okay. Amazing. So, morning, Lisa. How are you?
Good morning. I am absolutely amazed. I've been for a walk by the seaside this morning since 9 o'clock. So, yes, feeling very motivated for Friday anyway.
And refreshed from all the sea air.
Yeah, and it was windy.
Yeah, I was going to say it's really windy here in Derby, and we're like mainland, so yeah, I can't imagine what the coast is like. But welcome to our. I think I've got that off you because you say hello, don't you?
Yeah.
And I realised it a couple of months ago actually. But welcome to the More Than Just Mum Community Hub, which I mean, I say welcome, but you've been a part of it since like day one, probably even before it was actually official. Because we met, didn't we, at one of your networking events back in September 2020, all those years ago. And we have, you know, grown and seen each other blossom and sort of supported each other. And I am very excited that you are going to be one of our speakers at the next in-person day in May. So before we go any further, do you want to just introduce yourselves and tell everybody who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so I'm Lisa Williams. For those of you who don't know me, I'm also known as the Vision Board Queen, and I help business women or entrepreneurs to create the blueprints for their dreams and the freedom that they desire using a vision board. Now, a lot of people think a vision board is just sticking pictures on a board, but there is a lot more to it than just that. And that's the work that I do, is what goes on underneath that vision board, like the blocks that we may need to get through, the healing that may be causing some triggers or traumas that are stopping you achieve your dreams, the goal setting side of it, which I know Heather is your goal setting queen here, but there's lots of people who automatically set a negative goal because they didn't achieve it before. So we do a lot of work around the goal setting side, the manifesting side, the traumas, the blocks, and then we obviously have a touch of spirituality with that, with obviously being vision board, it's around the law of attraction, so you have to have that spiritual alignment as well. So I absolutely love what I do. I love sharing my passion for what I do, and it's the best thing I've ever done.
And yeah, you didn't start off, this wasn't like your original path, was it? There's quite a story and quite a journey behind that, which we will share. I'm sure that we will get a bit more of that at the in-person day. But what I really wanted to have a chat with you about today is the power of events, for not only for your business, but for yourself and for your self-belief. I'm getting goosebumps just even like talking about this. I love events, and I know that you are a massive advocate for them as well. And for those of you who, I know I put a poll in the group yesterday, who has been to an in-person day, an event for their business already, and there's a couple of people that haven't. So maybe this is for you today. Maybe this is, if you've seen this going live and you're thinking, my goodness, like I need to listen to this, then absolutely. And for those that haven't maybe been to an event recently or don't go regularly, then this is you definitely need to listen in to this. So events can be from networking, which is where we met at a networking event. It can be in-person days. It can be what's it called when you do like a full day event, like an event online, a summit. You've done summits before.
Yes, summit events, retreat events. So there is literally endless possibilities of events, and I love the power of events because it brings those connections, doesn't it? It brings that face-to-face contact. And if you're anything like me, okay, I am very rubbish at recognizing people from Facebook to in person. Okay, there is many of people who walk up to me at an event and go, "Oh, you're that vision board queen lady. Oh, hiya, who are you?" And I am very much like, I am rubbish. So once I've met you in person, I am 10 times more likely to remember you and actually know what you do than on a Facebook, because there is so many people in this online space that I physically cannot remember who everybody is. and my brain capacity cannot hold that many people in there. But if I meet you at an event, okay, and I know I've met you, I remember meeting you, I remember our conversation, I could tell you in 10 years' time what your name and what you do is, because I've met you. Okay, so not only going to an event, you're actually going to be remembered, okay, by more people than just being in this busy online space. Like, there's so many people out there who sell, let's say, Body Shop, okay, yeah, there is hundreds of Body Shop reps, okay, you in this online space, 1 out of hundreds, no one's going to remember you unless they've got built that really strong connection with you. But if they meet you at an event, then they're going to remember that you're the Body Shop lady. Yeah. So for me, it is so powerful, because it's just getting those in-person connections. So what are you like then, Heather, with obviously meeting people in person? Because I'm rubbish at recognizing faces.
Yeah, so I'm not great. So obviously I've been building my network marketing business for like 10 years now. So I've been in the online space for a long time, and I went to a leadership event just last week actually, and people, hi, are you right? And I'm like, oh my God. And then obviously we connected, but like there are so many people, and I just think when you go to like an in-person event, you have those deeper connections, and you actually make those more meaningful relationships, because you make a genuine connection. And I'm actually can be quite shy. Actually meeting people in real life, people probably won't even believe that. They're going, what, really? I'm a lot better now because I've built up that confidence. But you know, it can be quite nerve-wracking going to these events, and I think once you've been to one, then you are more likely to go back to others, because it's almost like, you know, your favorite pop star, your favorite artist or whatever, it's like listening to their music.
Like adrenaline, isn't it?
I was gonna say again.
It's like adrenaline, isn't it? It's like you go to a concert and you're like, oh my God, I need to go and see them again. It's like going to an event, like an event day, and be like, oh my God, I so need to go again. It's like that adrenaline thing, isn't it? That you're like, you don't want to miss out, because you want that fix of that energy.
And it's just like, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm sat in my office, I'm flipping, you know, I'm absolutely boiling because of the heating on. I've got goosebumps. But it's just that, it's so hard to describe, isn't it? It's that energy in the room. It's like you can just feel it, and as soon as you walk in, like especially at our in-person day events, you know, the More Than Just Mum ones, one of the things that comes back to me time and time again is how welcome people feel, even if they're like coming to these events with no one else. They're just coming for the first time by themselves. They are made to feel so welcome. And I think the power of being in business can be lonely. Being a mum can be lonely. Put the two together and flipping out, you've got
very lonely.
So being connected and being in that room with other people who get it, other people who don't just go, hiya, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, how are you? No, how are you really? And it's not necessarily about, you know, going into your whole life story, but it's about just feeling a part of something bigger than you being sat at home in your office as a business owner by yourself, struggling, knowing that you've got those other women around you supporting you and encouraging you.
Yeah. Exciting.
It's so exciting. So online events are brilliant, you know, but
they're not the same though, Heather.
They're not the same. No, they're not.
Obviously we had to, like, let's go back to how we met. Okay, so we met on an online event, you know, via Zoom, and we got connected. But it was what we had to do at that time. Okay, it was the only way that we could get our business out there, we could connect with other people, and it was the only way that we felt like we weren't going insane. Okay, and it still is a great way to connect with people, because you can connect with people across the world. Okay, and you can have those connections and you can build that stronger relationship up. but actually getting in the room with somebody, you are, like I said, the first, you're going to remember that person much, much more.
Yeah.
You're going to feel the energy. Now, yeah, you can pick energies up via obviously Zoom sessions. You might be picking a great energy up from this live stream now, but you will never get that same energy as actually meeting somebody for coffee, for example. You know, you will never get that same energy as being in the room with other people who are on this journey with you, who are already waiting to achieve those goals and all those passions that they have and that fire in their belly. And you can only get that from being in the room with them.
Yeah, definitely. I've just noticed that, like, the sun in the background.
No, yeah, it's just like gone dark, and then it's like, oh, go light again.
It's fine. It's back. Yeah, it is. And I think it is so important to just be in that space and to be in that room with other people who get you and who hear you and see you. So yeah. Do you want to add, because we've not really discussed what we're gonna, like, how we're gonna do this. We just thought we'd come on live and we'll talk about
events, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah,
you know, that's what, you know, I'm coming to your event to speak. I'm really excited. I'm obviously looking forward to meeting you again in person, because we've met once before in person. I'm looking forward to actually meeting some other people who I haven't met before. And it's just going to be an amazing day to be surrounded with other people who are genuinely ready to achieve, and that's why they're coming. They're either on that journey to, you know, their dreams, their goals, or they're there because they want to learn how to move forward. And that's exciting. It's absolutely going to be an amazing day for everybody in the room, whether it be me, who's been obviously doing what I do for 3 years, or whether it be somebody who's never been to an event before. You will always pick up and learn something from these events. I've never not been to an event where I haven't actually learned something.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've been to network marketing events. I've ran my own events. I have, you know, been to festival events. I've spoke at festival events, and every time I come away having learned something.
Yeah. And I think as well, it reignites that fire, it reignites that passion of why you are doing what you are doing. Because, you know, I'm sure that we all get this from one person or another in our lives, that why don't you just get a proper job? Oh, why don't you just quit? You know, and you have the setbacks and you have the knockbacks within your business. You have, you know, people say yes and then they go into secret, like, hiding, and like, you know, and you have all that those knockbacks, and it's hard to keep on going and going and going, and you have to build that resilience and you have to build that strength up. But then knowing that you have got these women who you have met, who you know have, like, are all going through something similar as well, it's incredible. And the sooner that you can get to an in-person day, just get there. The sooner you can get there, get one booked. So our next event then is on Sunday the 21st of May, so it's less than 2 months away now. And I am,
it's going to fly by. It's seriously, this year, I can't believe we're like near the end of March.
Yeah,
what's going on?
What's going on? It is mad. And you're off to Disney, which is one of your massive goals, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. So we go in 5.5 weeks, which is so exciting. So that's the next big thing that I've been working towards. Obviously, since I've known Heather, we've had lots of goals achieved, visions achieved, and this is one that's been on that board since day one. So it's basically one of the last things I'm ticking off that first ever vision board 5-6 years ago. So it's a big one, this.
Definitely. And, you know, I love setting goals. I've got goal boards and vision boards, and you know, Lisa is so super, like you like cut Lisa open and she's just like vision board, like it's just there.
It goes through my veins. It's like the blood through my veins.
Yeah. And it's so, if you guys want to know, if you want to come and learn from me and Lisa and our other amazing guest speakers, we've got Jen Griffiths, who is live. So hi, Jen. So Jen is speaking. This is going to be her first event. We have got Laura Goodsill, who is coming to talk about Canva. We're all going to be sharing our journey as well. And I think that's really, really important, a really important part of it, because we all feel alone sometimes. We all feel alone from time to time, and it's about having those genuine connections. And we've also got as well Hannah Barker as well, who you also know.
Yes.
And it's so lovely because you've all been there since the beginning. So Sunday the 21st of May, which is going to fly by, at the Village Hotel in Nottingham. Lisa, do you want to put your link in the comments below?
Yeah, I will do when we finish live.
Yeah, fabulous. So if you want to go and book your ticket, not if you want to go and book it, just go and book your ticket. You will not regret coming to a live event. You absolutely won't. And there's free food. Like, if it's free food, I'm there. Like, you're gonna get the connections anyway. You are gonna learn. You're gonna get light bulb moments. And I was always told, and I do believe that this is true, that, you know, attending events puts you ahead of those that don't. And I don't see that in a horrible way. Well, if you can't attend, then you're going to be like, it's not about that.
Yeah.
But
it gives you those fast track steps, ones that you are going to get in a lump sum rather than a drip fed. So it's like, so if you imagine it as in, like, you've brought like a program, where you have got 6 tools that you're going to need, in this one big program, that you can buy the program separately by different people, but you're not going to get it in one like lump sum. Whereas when you go to an event, you're getting it in one lump sum, and an event will not only give you the, you know, like the tools, but it's also going to give you the motivation to actually take the action. Whereas when you buy it like drip fed, you're probably not going to take the action from each drip fed. So like, you're going to be ahead because you've got everything in one lump sum, but you've also got that motivation to take the action because the events give you that motivation. Whereas you will get there, but you will get there in a slower pace because you're not going to have that drive and the motivation behind you that the event's giving you. So that's what I've always found from an event is, when I come away from an event, I'm always feeling full of energy. I'm always like, right, what have I learned from this event? What can I take action on? I get everything out onto paper, I get it all out, and I start putting the actions in place. Whereas if I just brought a course or a program or watched somebody live, I probably wouldn't have done the extra brain dump of taking the action. I wouldn't have had the motivation to actually go out and take the action from it. So for me, what you've just said is absolutely right, because I'll be inspired to take that action from the event. So it is going to put me that step ahead.
Yeah, and you get a whole day of focus on you, not the kids, not the husband, not the housework. This is a room full of energy and focus, and everybody, whilst our goals and our dreams are all different, you know, we are all on that path to making our lives better, to making changes to making changes in our lives in order for us to live our best lives, like, you know, and that sounds dead cheesy, but it is. We all want something more. So there's amazing speakers. There's obviously lunch, 2-course lunches included. You've got leisure pass as well, which is included. So after the event, if you want to come down to the bar, we can all go for a meal together, and then you can go and chill out in the leisure club. It's open till 9 o'clock. That's all included in your ticket, apart from the evening meal. There's going to be stalls as well, so there's an opportunity to showcase what it is that you do. I need to double check how many of those are left, because I know a couple of those have now sold. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing day, and you are going to learn how to do all of this, and even
from all the other speakers as well.
yeah, because it's all about this. it's just, yeah. I find it quite hard to put it into words sometimes, but you just need to be there.
No, it is hard to put it into words, because until you've actually been to something like that, you don't really know what to expect, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've been to other events, and it's kind of, you know, you're going to walk away with something. So when you're actually trying to tell that to people, it's hard to get those words out, isn't it? Of just how amazing events can be. So I've got a question. Why Nottingham?
It's middle of the country.
Okay, that's answered my question. So it's going to be the same distance everyone to get there. Well, pretty much everyone, unless you live in Nottingham. So yeah, I just wondered why you picked Nottingham. Was it there a reason?
It was in Derby, and the hotel was all booked, and then I got a message at the beginning of February when I just released the tickets to say that the hotel was closed. So then I was like, oh my god, it's fine, everyone, still buy your tickets, it's still going to go ahead, because I'm one of these people who will just find a way somehow. Even if we have it at my house, it is happening, and I'll hire a gazebo in the garden, we'll get the, you know. So then I have been to the Village Hotel. It's literally 10 minutes off the junction 25 of the M1. So it's a great location, but there's also, as well, if you are wanting to make a weekend of it, I know there's a couple of people that are staying Saturday and Sunday night. There's a nature reserve. Nottingham's not that far away. Derby's not that far away. There's a little like shopping retail park as well, and you've got the leisure facilities. So it's actually, you know, when you've got everything planned and then it like a curveball comes and actually it turns out much better.
Yeah.
Like,
so if anyone is thinking that's too far away from me, I'm traveling from North Wales, okay, to be there. So you have no excuse, okay? If you live in North Wales and want to come and join me on my car share journey, then you are absolutely welcome. But yes, there's no excuse not to go to these things. The only excuse is the ones that you're making yourself.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that might sound harsh, but like, you know, if you, wherever you're coming from, we had people traveling alone 4 hours each way last year on the same day. If you want to come to these events, you will find a way. If you want something badly enough, you will always find a way. And you know, it will be it will just be worth it. So we can't wait to see that. And do you know what? If you're nervous about coming by yourself, guess what you could do? We'll do it with someone. Grab a friend. Not literally, like you know, just tell your friend what it's all about. Get your friend involved in the group and just come and join us on the day, and just put your trust and your belief into me and Lisa and the rest of the speakers, because they are going to be coming in and sharing a bit more. And we cannot wait to see you and meet you in real life, IRL.
Amazing. Right, I'm going to have to shoot off, Heather.
Thank you so much
for having me in here today.
No,
don't forget to get those tickets, and I will see you in May.
You will do. Have a lovely time. I'll speak to you before, but in Disney, and don't forget to pop your link in the comments.
I'll do that now.
Amazing. Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.